We are here at the 2024 Mecum Auto Auction in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We found a Studebaker that you have to see. We're going to tell you all about it. Let's get started right now. We are here with Paul Jurwicz. Thanks so much for taking the time. Really appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Paul is the guy that built this, and he is actually going to break down what this thing is and how it came to be. Take it away, Paul. Tell us all about it, man.
This is a 1957 Studebaker Golden Hawk that has been shrunk down and re-welded and modified into what we call the Dream Roadster. The front nose sheet metal is 61 Pontiac. The hood is 59 Thunderbird. The rear portion of the car here is 63 Corvair. And this section of the car is an Audi station wagon sunroof mounted sideways. The switches are inside the car. It still goes down inside, gives me a small trunk, gives me access for fuel and battery. The original sketches are from the magazine.
Take a look at this here.
1961 Carcraft. They had built two versions of the car, a coupe version and never built the convertible version. The coupe was built by Bill Cushenberry in 1963.
And you were showing me pictures in here. This is like the original concept.
This is the original concept. Of the thought was there was not going to be a lot of Model A's and 32s left in the world, so you were going to have to use conventional cars to build your own personal hot rod.
Okay.
So I followed literally the Carcraft sketch from 61, but took it up another notch and brought it with 20-inch wheels, modular motor, C4 automatic.
Okay.
It's got House of Colors Sunrise Pearl on it with a gold pearl mid-coat in it.
Sunrise Pearl. House of Colors makes sense. They have the best colors.
When it gets outside in the sun, it explodes.
Yeah.
Here's some of the sketches they did in 61 of the Dream Roadster.
Okay.
It was supposedly supposed to have a removable top, but the coupe version existed, so I just built one without it.
So yeah, let's take a look at this, Paul. You were just pointing at the back there. What is this taillight?
This taillight is out of a Lincoln Mark 7 trunklet. It's a fluorescent light.
Okay.
And it works for both running light and brake light.
Wow.
The rear suspension is 88 Jaguar. And it's got a belly pan that goes up to the housing. It's got a stainless fuel tank in it.
Wow,
These are Diamondback 20-inch tires that were specially made with the gold stripe that matches the car. And they actually took all the lettering off the outside of the tire, so it's totally smooth. Mustang GT Cobra side view mirrors, where the cone has been painted, and then this part was re-chromed. Interior is Corvu bucket seats, customized by Pete Randazzo Upholstery, north of Detroit. That's a Nardi wood steering wheel. All the gauges have been restored. And down in this corner, I still have a small tag on there from the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. Yeah, the car won the Detroit regional event and was sent to the SEMA show in Las Vegas in 2019. Okay, this is a 4.6 Lincoln modular all aluminum V8 engine. Those chrome pieces on top of the valve cover are off of a 63 Chevy Impala center console cover. The intake was hand fabricated. It's a 3-barrel Demon carburetor.
Wow.
And that's a custom chromed it. It's got a NASCAR aluminum radiator in it. And it's got coilover shocks up front that are gas charged. It's on a cantilever system, like an Indianapolis car.
Yeah. I do see that now. Okay.
And then it's got the chrome aluminum A-arms up front off the Corvair.
Look at that.
But it's got Willwood 6-piston caliper front brakes. And
what about the headlight setup? I saw the headlights have...
Well, in the early 60s, asymmetrical was supposed to be the in thing to go on.
Yeah.
So they moved everything to one side, and those are Harley-Davidson driving lights on that side. But on this side is a 67 Toronado headlight door that's got an electric motor that drops down, and there are two more headlights over on that side.
Paul, this thing is amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat about it. It's just end to end. It's like one of those, it literally is a Hot Wheels that have come to life, folks. It makes me ask the question in my head, and what I want to ask you, Paul, is how many hours do you think you have into this ballpark?
There's off and on 15 years from scratch built to finish. There were times I would get disgusted with it, take some time off.
I could imagine.
Yeah.
Like, very much. You'd probably need a break. You probably got a lot of heart and soul in this thing. So
there's a lot in there. But I'm more of a builder.
Yeah.
Once I get them done, I'm ready to move on to the next project.
Yeah.
So
Two questions I always like to ask
Yes.
is what's one thing or what's one or two things you really loved about it, or like loved to build on it, and then what's one or two things that just drove you absolutely nuts on this thing when you were building it?
The color and the stance is what really got me. Is
Yeah,
the more you looked at it, and that's what kept the motivation going because it was looking really cool. The Audi sunroof in the back
yeah.
malfunctioned at one time,
Oh,
and I had to rebuild it.
Oh,
And it got
no.
to the point where I was thinking of literally just making a trunk out of it. And a buddy of mine at work said that's one of the coolest parts of your car, that you can push a button and just open it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and I went through and rebuilt it and got it back up and running. So,
I could imagine. It's
Yeah.
definitely a labor of love.
yes.
And I really appreciate it. It's funny because when you said House of Colors, I was like, folks, I'm not surprised at all. If you've never heard of House of Colors, I'm sure you have watching Fresh Vintage, but they have some of the most awesome, amazing colors. And this is a textbook example of House of Colors. So,
Yeah.
Paul, thank you for bringing our childhood dreams to life.
Well, thank
This
you.
thing is really, really awesome. And it is up for auction, folks. So check out Mecum's website if you're interested in seeing this and seeing how much it sells for. Do you know when it's going to roll across the auction block?
223 is the number between 2 and 4 o'clock.
Between 2 and 4 o'clock today, folks.
Today.
So if we get lucky, we may actually be able to get video at the end of this. So stay tuned. If we get video of it going across the auction block, we'll put it at the end of this video. But Paul, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Folks, if you like classic cars, if you like muscle cars, if you like all of this awesomeness, Fresh Vintage is your channel. Please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.